So today we're in China giving you the best setups for a dry and wet race in any league race around here. So let's get into it. First we're going to go into the dry setup. So you want to start off the aerodynamics. You want the front wing aero at 40 and the rear wing aero at 30. Transmission, you want 75% for the differential adjustment on throttle and the differential adjustment off throttle at 50%. Engine braking at 100. Suspension geometry, you want all the way to the left for the first three and then 0.25 for the rear toe in. Suspension, you want the front suspension at 41 and the rear suspension at 1. You want the front anti-roll bar at 21 and the rear anti-roll bar also at 21. You want the front ride height at 23 and the rear ride height at 60. The brakes, you want the brake pressure at 100% and the front brake bias at 54%. And as always, the tyre pressures all the way to the right in a dry setup. Now into the wet setup, and this is updated today, the 16th of July. So let's get into it. Aerodynamics, you want the front wing aero at 34 and the rear wing aero at 22. Transmission, the differential adjustment on throttle at 25% and the differential adjustment off throttle at 35%. Engine braking at 80. Suspension geometry, you want all the way to the left and then 0.20 for the rear toe in. Suspension, front suspension at 38, rear suspension at 6, front anti-roll bar at 14 and the rear anti-roll bar at 7. You want the front ride height at 27 and the rear ride height at 57. Brakes, you want 100% brake pressure and 53% front brake bias. Tyres, you want 28.5 for the fronts and 26.5 for the rears. I hope this helps with your races around China. Make sure you check out the playlist for any other tracks.